Hi, I'm Landlady here. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you how you can use your ROI. How do you maximize your returns on investment? Now, a lot of investors own properties, they resell, or you own apartments, you earn rent, and then you make a lot of returns on your property. But not many investors know how to maximize their ROI in order to grow their net worth. So if you are in this category of people, come forward. This video is for you. So if you are making money through your investment, but you're not really sure how to reinvest, how to multiply, and how to sustain that income, I'm going to share ways you can use your ROI from real estate investments to build long-term wealth. All right? Hi, I'm Madam Landlady here, and what do? I provide decent housing solutions, and I help you grow your net worth through safe and profitable investments in real estate. Number one, go big on land banking. This is one of the best ways to multiply your ROI. The best way, reinvesting in more properties, especially properties in fast-growing, locations. Instead of withdrawing all your profits, all the rent you have made, or even money you made selling off your properties, why not take a part of that money and reinvest in another property? So look for locations with upcoming government projects, new road networks, industrial zones, locations where you know that they have high growth potential. Emerging locations. If you watch my previous video where I talked about emerging locations, you understand what I'm talking about. So you can pull out some of those funds you made from your properties, right, and invest in emerging locations. All right, they are highly profitable. It's one easiest way without breaking your head to multiply your income and sustain your wealth. All right, another way that you can use your ROI instead of wasting it, let me not say waste, instead of just using it for expenses, you can take a certain percentage and upgrade your property. So if you have a rental property or you have a short-let apartment that you rent, you can take some of that profit and reinvest into your apartment. And I'll explain what this means. So upgrading or renovating your property can increase the value. If you own a rental property, use your ROI to renovate or upgrade your rental property so that you can even charge higher rents. Because the more well-furnished or well-finished your property is, that means how much you can charge on rents. So you can consider adding modern features like solar power if you don't have that already, upgrade security system, upgrade your interior. Renters will be willing to pay more if your property comes with extra value. So the more value you add to your property, the higher the rent you can charge. And that means more returns for you. All right, so upgrade your property, make it look attractive, make it look conducive for people to rent. That way you can get more persons who are rushing to rent your property, right? And that's more money for you, right? Number three, invest in off-plan properties and then sell at completion. This one is fantastic, completely fantastic. So you can use your ROI to buy properties at their construction stage. Now, a lot of developers who develop off-plans, they are usually cheaper, right? So let's say you want to buy a 3-bedroom duplex, and during the off-plan stage, it was selling for, let's say, 50 million naira, for an example. Now they tell you, okay, you can pay in 6 months, you can pay in 1 year. By the end of the construction stage, that property you bought for 50 million naira would now be worth, let's say, 60 million or 65 million. So if you decide to sell at the completion stage, it's 50 million naira profits for you. This is just a rough example of in the figures, right? So invest in off-plan properties and sell at completion stage is a fantastic way to make money without working too hard. The third way you can use your ROI is to buy land in bulk and sell in smaller portions. This one is called land flipping, right? So use your ROI, look for a large piece of land. It could be 1 acre, it could be 2 acres, wherever you find it. You buy at a cheaper rate because you're buying in bulk, and then you resell in smaller portions at a higher rate. I think I watched a video of Apostle Femi Lazarus recently where he talked about how he bought, I don't know how many acres he bought some time ago, and he bought about, I know it's over 30 plots or so, and he began to resell and said he was selling it about ×3 of what he bought. That was massive returns for him, right? So let's say, for example, you find an acre of land we are currently selling now in Ibadan for 10.8 million naira, 6 plots. So you buy 6 plots at 10.8 million naira, and then you begin to resell at, let's say, 2.5 million, right? Because 1 plot is 1.8, 6 plots, 1 acre is 10.8, right? So when you now resell 1 plot at 2.5, you're making 700,000 naira returns without doing anything. Yes, so buying land and flipping would always be a fantastic way to grow your net worth, to use your ROI without working too hard. All right. Now, another way you can use your ROI is to invest in farmlands. Invest in farmlands. I feel like right now every single investor needs to have at least one farm project on their investment portfolio. It's fantastic. So agricultural lands is one way, very smart way to reinvest your ROI. And you can lease these lands to farmers and you earn annual rent. You don't have to farm directly on the property. You can lease them to cooperatives, lease them to farmers who can farm on the land, and then they give you maybe annual, maybe quarterly returns on your property, quarterly payments, quarterly rent on your property. And then in the future, you can decide to venture into agriculture or even sell your property completely, however you choose. So farmlands, fantastic. Another way you can maximize your ROI is to invest in other high-yield investments. Not all your funds should stay in real estate or can stay in real estate. There are other fantastic investment projects or investment options that you can explore, like mutual funds, like treasury bills, and then company stocks. Yeah, company shares, I highly recommend, right? So you can consider diversifying your investment portfolio into all of this platform, mutual funds, TBs, stocks, bonds here and there. So long as you do your due diligence and you confirm that these companies are very fantastic to invest in, right? This will protect your profit from inflation while you are just doing your thing and do your day-to-day job. Your money is working for you on the side, right? So I've shared about 4 or 5 ways you can maximize your ROI. So don't just earn rent and then you use the money to just do expenses, right? Consider taking a percentage from that profit you have made to reinvest in your real estate portfolio. All right, so let me know which of these strategies make sense to you. Which of them are you willing to explore? Do you have any questions? If you have any comments, you can drop it in the comment section. If you learned a thing or two, let me know in the comments as well. If you think anybody within your community needs to learn a thing or two from this video, share the link with them. And if you need to contact me for investments in real estate, we have fantastic locations, properties in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Port Harcourt, for farmlands, for investment projects, for buy and build, however you want to do. So you can send me a message. My contact number is going to be somewhere around this video. You can reach out to me, you can send me an email, and let's discuss the first or your next investment project. I will be delighted to work with you to grow your net worth without working too hard. Once again, my name is Mercy Okeke, fondly called Landlady. And what do? I provide decent housing solutions and I help you grow your net worth through safe and profitable investments in real estate. Subscribe to this channel and I'll see you on my next video.